Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm trying to take full advantage of it. I've been here, there, and everywhere. One of the things that I helped do over the weekend, here in the States, it's Memorial Day weekend, was plant some flags at the National Cemetery. I've been doing this for quite some time, and it's very rewarding to do that and to remember how thankful and grateful I am to all who gave all. With that said, what I was thinking about was, even though this was a very solemn occasion, how very happy I was to be there and to be part of honoring those who had fallen. And with that in mind, I began to think a little bit about happiness and what makes me happy, what makes you happy, what makes all of us happy. And really and truly, is that the right word to use? Make me happy? Um, I don't really think happiness is something somebody else can make for you. It's something you have to decide within yourself to be. To me, happiness is a state of being. And so I got to sort of delving around and looking in some textbooks I had and doing some research on the internet. And did you know that there is a science of happiness? Who would have thought, right? Seems like such a clear thing for most of us. But no, there is actually a science of happiness. And from a scientific perspective, here are a few things that I sort of garnered that I'd like to share with you. First of all, I think understanding what happiness really is the first step toward experiencing more of it in my life. I have to know what happiness is. Understanding the definition of happiness, and if there is even a definition of happiness, was the first thing I delved into. And I think it often refers to a feeling of joy within yourself or of contentment within yourself. I guess the psychologist would probably say happiness is a much broader concept than that. But for me personally, that's my first thought, a feeling of joy or contentment within myself. It encompasses a state of well-being that includes emotions that range from a very short temporary joy of a pleasurable experience to a more sustained sense of fulfillment and life satisfaction. So it can be small, or it can be huge. This dual nature of happiness, comprising both the emotional well-being and subjective well-being, is crucial to understand just being happy. Emotional well-being to me focuses on the presence of positive emotions and to a large degree, the absence of negative emotions. Uh, I'm not going to let you rain on my parade if I can possibly avoid it, in other words. Subjective well-being depends on overall life satisfaction and a sense of purpose. And do you have that in your life? Do you feel a sense of purpose? What makes you get up, get out of bed, and get going for the day? What brings you joy to start the new adventure that unfolds before you when you wake up? Are you basically satisfied with your life? And if you aren't, are you doing steps to move in that direction so that you are more satisfied with your overall life experience? There are all kinds of aspects to happiness. It seems to me that it's multifaceted. It's sort of like a prism and can manifest itself in a lot of different ways. Joy, for example, is an intense emotion that we often feel in response to something especially positive or something that's really exciting. And it doesn't have to be any big thing. You can feel intense joy in finding something that you thought you had lost or misplaced forever and a day. Uh, So don't think it just has to be winning the lottery. I'm not even sure winning the lottery was going to make me happy. It might give me more problems that I really want to contemplate if that were ever to happen to me. Yeah, I'd still be the same wonderful person I am right now, I think. And it wouldn't change me all that much, I say. But who knows, once you would experience something like that, how it would impact you. Uh, Joy is like a burst of elation you feel when you hear great news, like the first thing when you heard you won a prize or the lottery or whatever. However, and I think this is much more important to me, and it probably is to you too, contentment is what I really appreciate as far as my happiness. It's a more subdued and serene form of happiness. It's the gentle satisfaction I feel while relaxing at home and enjoying a quiet moment, maybe just sitting out on the deck, watching the birds, drinking a cup of coffee. To me, I'm so happy. I am in my happy place. These distinctions are important, I think, in recognizing and fostering the various forms of happiness that are in our life at any given time. Research on happiness really began to escalate with the dawn of the new millennium. I think part of this was because people really began to study mental wellness and its relationship to happiness. And certainly when the isolation of COVID hit, that was intensified. Uh, Previous to that, I think a lot of the research had been more on pathology and mental illness. So I, for one, am really happy to see that we are looking into things we can do to help us be more happy in our given life situation at any point in time. Uh, One of the research findings that I find really interesting is it's not only personal experiences, but it also has to do with societal and cultural factors. They also play a part. Uh, this research that has been going on has had some significant implications where it's linked happiness to various life benefits, such as things we do day to day in our organization, looking to better health as a way to expand upon the degree of happiness you experience, a longer lifespan, stronger social relationships. All of this seems to help a person feel more happy in their day-to-day life. Personalizing our happiness, I think, is really important. Understanding that happiness involves a really deep dive into our personal experiences. Each of our journeys to happiness is unique. We have to travel our own way. By reflecting on when and why we truly feel happy, we can gain insight into what brings us joy and fulfillment. These reflections are more than just introspective exercises. They really are essential steps in personalizing and understanding our individual paths to being happy. Notice I'm not saying what makes us happy at any point of time. It's how we respond and experience things and internalize them and take them to heart, bring them into ourselves. Think about a time when you felt truly happy. What was happening? Who were you with? This type of reflection can help each of us understand our own happiness better. What was it that made you feel that joy and fulfillment, that contentment? exactly what was happening, what was going on. We can incorporate more happiness into our daily lives the more that we understand how we respond to our daily lives. Uh, Integrating our understanding of happiness into practical daily activities that bring us joy. Uh, One of the things that I would suggest all of us try to do this week, just for the fun of it, and just to get a little insight into ourselves, is uh, practice journaling when you feel happy. This week, every day, try to journal a detail about an experience you had of happiness. And hopefully, each day you will experience happiness and you can write about the moments when you felt happy, focusing on the why and the how of these experiences. Pay attention to your physical sensations and the thoughts or beliefs that accompany these moments of joy that you're having so that you can build on to them and try to make more moments like that happen each and every day. Uh, the other day, I did something so tiny and so small. That I didn't even bother to thinking about it at first. Uh, I simply helped a lady that was really struggling with 3 little kids and a bunch of groceries, uh, get everything and the 3 little kids into the car so she could go home. It took me nothing, but I had the best time. We got to meet each other. I didn't know her from a hole in the ground. She was a really nice lady. She had really cute kids. They were funny as they could be. And as I was talking with her, I just felt such joy and able to do nothing more than to help her unload her buggy into her car, stick her kids in there safely, and head on with her life. So reflecting on writing down these happy moments gives you a chance to look at what brings you joy. Did this lady intend to make me happy? I don't think so. She intended to try to get home with the kids. But in the bargain, because I extended myself to her, I got a bonus gift, and I hope she did too. Uh, Journaling down these moments is a way to become more sharply aware of them and understand how these little things that seem so insignificant have such a huge impact on our lives every day. Through the journaling activity, I think all of us can build a deeper connection with our personal experiences of happiness and not just let them go by the wayside. So this week, I hope you will take a few moments to journal some happy experiences you're having. And I really, really hope you will take the time to share them with us in the thread for this Monday check-in, so all of us can benefit from what you found has helped you focus on being your happiest self each and every day. So I'm going to kick off here for right now and go about my day as you go about yours. I hope it's a great one. I hope you find reasons to smile around every corner, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.